everybody, happy Thursday. Now today we're going to talk about being a parent with a mental illness and how we can be the best that we can be. But before we jump into that, are you new to my channel? Welcome! I put out videos on Mondays and on Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on so you don't miss out. But let's jump into this question. Now the question, or questions, because I kind of compiled these because I got a lot about this after I released a video a few weeks ago talking about how to better manage being in a household with a mentally ill parent. And the questions are, I appreciate your videos, Kati, but do you think you could reverse the roles and talk about being a parent with a mental illness? Kati, could you please do a video on how to be a good parent with a severe mental illness? Many times the effects of having a parent with an illness is talked about, but there is limited education for parents on how to do the best to ensure their child is still able to have a secure attachment in healthy relationships. Of course, I'm more than happy to talk about it. And first, I just want you all to know that if you have a mental illness, you can have children. Many people asked about that in the comments, and of course you can. You can do whatever you want. But just like any relationship or choice that we make in our life, we're going to need to be thoughtful about it and make sure that we're able to care for a child. And a mental illness shouldn't stop us from having a family or doing anything that we want, but it does come with the added task of managing our mental health too, which, let's be honest, we should be doing anyways. Now let's get into this question and talk about how we can be amazing parents, even if we have a mental illness. First, it's important to actively engage in treatment, meaning take it seriously and keep your appointments and have them regularly. Work your tools or techniques and make sure you take your medication if that's something that is part of your treatment plan. And the second, work as a family. If you have the option, work together so that if you're having an off day, another member of the family can help out and kind of pick up the slack, and vice versa. Supporting each other can not only make home life more stable for our children, but also more supportive for us as we work to manage our own mental health. 3, have outside support, whether that's an actual support group, friends, family, your therapist, whomever. Make sure that you have a safe space to go and to vent about all that may be going on. We all need that space because, trust me, being a regular person is hard enough. Add in being a parent, that's like dividing our time. We feel pulled all over the place. And on top of that, if we're struggling with a mental illness, we're going to need somewhere to go and talk about it. And the 4th, learn to prioritize. Every day is going to be different, but if we always know that our child and our mental health are our top priorities, it can make other issues more manageable or possibly ignorable if they're not that important, right? Reminding ourselves of what's important to us can help us better navigate through everyday setbacks. And 5, enroll your child in activities. I know it can be hard getting them to and from everything, but this gives them healthy outlets, gives them a chance to make friends and to be active. That also gives us a break while they're at soccer or that art class or learning to play guitar or whatever it may be. That might be the time that we schedule those support groups or another therapy appointment. We just have to make time for ourselves as well as them, and getting them in a lot of activities gets both our needs met. And the next is tend to your basic needs. You've heard me talk about HALT, hungry, angry, lonely, tired, right? It's part of the DBT workbook and what I work on with my patients. It means if we're hungry, angry, lonely, tired, we are not at our best and we can make really poor decisions and we can be emotionally volatile and all that stuff. So make sure that if you're feeling sick or if you're extra tired, that you take care of yourself. Otherwise, how can we care for someone else? Just making sure that we're eating well, sleeping well, and feeling okay physically can minimize any mental health issues that could pop up. And obviously just gives us, more of those poker chips or more oomph to fight back when maybe our mental health goes awry. And the next tip is to create a safety plan. What should each member of the family do if you go into a manic episode? What if there's a suicide attempt? Put together a plan during a healthy and happy time with your therapist or psychiatrist and talk about it with your child and partner. Note what each person is supposed to do, who they should call, and leave it posted in a place that's easy to access if they forget. I often find that children and our partners in our life struggle during emergencies or crisis situations because we've never talked about it. So take the time, when you're not in crisis, to put together a plan so that everyone knows what to do and it doesn't seem so overwhelming and scary. And my next tip is don't be afraid to communicate about your mental illness with your child. Things are scarier when we don't understand them. So make sure you let your child know what you're struggling with. Give it a name. Talk about your symptoms. Talk about how it feels for you and what you're doing to get better. And assure them that it's not their fault at all. We know that when children aren't given proper explanations, they make up things to fill in the blanks to try to make sense of it. So give them all the information that they need so that they don't have to make it up. And this is also a great way to let them know early on that mental health isn't something to be scared to talk about. This video has been brought to you by the Kenyans on Patreon. If you would like to support the creation of these mental health videos, click the link in the description and check it out. I hope you found that helpful. Are there other things that you wish I would have mentioned, tips or tricks that have helped you? Let us know in those comments down below, and we'll keep working together towards a healthy mind and a healthy body. And I will see you next time. Bye.